I'm going to quickly show you how to use formula to help you out with your calculations on a table we've made up in Google Sheets. Now here's a table I did and used with the previous class, and we've got some values about how the height of a plant changed with the amount of water I gave it, or the volume of water. And also I've got a summary table. Now we're going to use both of these things in our lesson today, and this is just going to be a quick one. I'm going to start off with how to put these sums in. Right, the best way for us to do this, I've got it all highlighted at the moment, is I'm going to get the machine or the program to do the calculation for me. So the first thing I do is press equals, and then if I type in AVE, which is the first three letters of average, I can see what it's got here, so I'm going to hit that, and then it comes in average, but I've got to tell it what I want to average. So I come across here, click on this one, and come through those three. I want the machine to average those three numbers. I close the bracket and press enter, and it does it for me. Now, instead of having to type all the time, I simply go through, and now what I do is I highlight the table I've done, or the cell I've done, and I come across and see how it changes from a hand to a little plus sign. Now I grab that corner where the box is and I drag it down. So I've told the machine to do every one of those exactly the same thing. So the average of that is there, the average of these three numbers is there, etc. I'll quickly do these other ones. So I'll do this one's over here, no gap, Mr. Carson. Average of, wrong thing. Always make sure you're in the right spot when you start. I wasn't then. Equals. And it tells me average of those numbers is there, so that's fine. Now I'll fill down, and I'll do all the same ones there. I'm going to make that look pretty, and I'm going to put that in the middle. I like it in the center like that. Alright, now if I keep going down, I'll do the same down here. Notice I'm only going to do one lot of typing. Now it's now it's predicting what I want it to do. And it highlights the area and it says, do you want to do this? And if I click on that, it says yes, sure do. Then I click on that again, fill down. There's another table's worth done. Put them in the center so they look nicer. Go to this one. Do exactly the same thing. It wants to know whether I want those ones done. Yes, I do. And it fills down. So look how long it's taken me to do it. And it's all been done very, very carefully and correctly by the machine or the program. And lucky last table, I've got this one that says, you want to do that one? I sure do. I'll just grab it and down I go. Now again, I'm going to put everything in the middle. Right, now we've got a bit of a worry now, because we've got to tell the machine we want these numbers, these average numbers here, to go into here. Alright, so we've got to actually tell the machine which ones we want to do. So if I come across here, I see this one here, the day 0, got to match these with these. The day 0 of this one is that number there, and this is for 4. So I go to the 4 for day 0, I type in equals and click on that. Hit enter. I've done it. Now if I then hold this down and fill down, I tell it I want to do exactly the same thing from there, and look, those numbers match. And if I go to the next one and again type in equals, but I've got to make sure I go to the right table. This is the 5, day 0, there it is. Enter. Right, fill down. Look at those numbers, they're the same. Now, we can even do it when we're way above. I'm going to go to this one, and I'm going to come up here and right. Okay, so I'm going to go equals, and then I'm going to go up here Notice this thing comes with me, reminds me I've got an equal sign there, and click. And I've told it that's the one I want, and sure enough the number goes in there. And I drag down and I fill down. There we go. Now let's do the last one. Again, I'm going to say put that one in here, equals that one, enter, and then what I do is simply fill down again. So I've now gone through and have filled down, worked out my calculated my averages in all my tables, and then put those numbers in my summary table here, all in a very, very quick time. Now I'm just going to put things in the center of columns. It just makes it easier. I find it easier for me to read. All right, so that's it. I'm going to use this table in a moment in the next video to see what's going on. So that goes to show us how to do an average, how to do an average in the whole table and use drag down or fill down, and then how to copy. Because if we try to do copy and paste with formulas, it doesn't work all that well. So the way I've shown you is the best way to do it. Right, we'll stop there and we'll go to the next one.